Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. My gosh, it's been a while. It's been too long. Just had an issue with my with my phone here, right here. Um, and a lot of echo. Figured out what the problem is. I don't know. This is gonna be boring, but whatever. Turns out that with the apps on my phone, the volume button works with each different app, not just one general volume. So one of the last videos that I did, and I didn't even realize that it had happened. I did two videos and then I went back, I uploaded them, did everything, did all the YouTube stuff. And then I found out that there was an echo. And by then it was too late. They were already there, they're published, they're good to go. The readings were great. However, couldn't hear them very well. So anyway, got that problem fixed. It's a kind of I don't know, it's a feature on the phone that it's either good or it's not so good. Anyway, um, that leads me to today's journal reading. Um, January 20th is coming up. So this is a January 20 to February 18 reading. So I guess it's Aquarius. Um, Actually, yeah, so it isn't basically it's an Aquarian reading because we are jumping into um what's gosh, the Aquarian energy is gonna be there's supposed to be a big impact energy shift on the 20th. Just happens to be my birthday. I'm sorry. Sorry to get that plug out there, but yes, it is. And I've never celebrated my birthday, and like with the traditional sense, cake and presents and parties and drinks and all that stuff. Back in my early 20s, I did stuff like that, but but for the most part, even when I was a kid, I never really wanted to have the birthday cake, like the traditional things that every kid wants, the pony rides, the clowns, the balloons, blah, blah. I never ever wanted that. And a lot of people thought that it was because I was so down on myself, which really that's not the whole point of me not wanting to celebrate my birthday. It's because I wanted to celebrate it in a different way. I wanted to celebrate it as this is another trip around the sun. Um, this is new energy being brought in. And so the events leading up to the 20th, and this goes for everybody, not just for Aquarians or people who happen to be born on the 20th of January, but for everybody. Events leading up is time for introspective journeying and taking care of your thoughts and just kind of clearing everything out. I just happen to have this obsidian and it's been kind of following me. I love the obsidian. I've got a ton of crystals, but usually when I'm doing a reading, I have a rose quartz. I have a globe, a small globe, about that big around, and I have one that's a sort of it's a small pillar. It used to be a pendant, but I just don't trust. I don't trust it as a pendant because the strings kept breaking and the chains and everything kept breaking. I don't want to lose it. So I don't know. It's kind of counterintuitive. However, it's in a safe spot in a box with all my other crystals where they can, I don't know, they can have their own little party in there. But for some reason, I've had this obsidian with me for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. It's nice and smooth. Well, the lighting is not the greatest in here. But anyway, obsidian, pardon me, obsidian helps absorb negative energies and it helps refresh your mind. So when you come out the other end of this, I don't know, this December darkness, and by the 21st of December, you'll notice that things start to feel a little bit lighter. Once we get through Christmas, then all of a sudden that the heaviness on your shoulders starts to lift up a little bit. And then by the 20th of January, you think, yes, I made it. We're in for some new energy. And I don't know, there's a lot of I'm not an astrologer. And so whenever I talk about astrology, I can't remember one planet or the other. I can't, it's just too much for me. So I don't do astrology. I just know like the astrological signs. This is Aquarian energy coming in, and Pluto, Jupiter, and there's another one that are going direct. And, the 20th of January is going to be a huge energetic shift for everybody. In order for you to feel that, you have to really pay attention to what is going on, the events leading up right now. And so I just kind of want to do a general reading. I've got my Guardian Angel Tarot by Ridley Valentine. I love this deck. I connected right away as soon as this deck was put in my hands. I'm like, yep, I'm doing a lot of readings with this one. So I'm trying to get a little bit more intuitive. Sorry if I'm looking away. I have to look up. What I do is I'll look up and then I'll look in my periphery to see if I see any sort of energetic movement, any sort of orb activity. Before I moved my last apartment, before I left there, I was there for 11 years, almost 11 and a half years. And all the activity, I'm constantly seeing orbs and movement, and it was like people shaped mist walking by me all the time. It was a 10-story apartment building, and 100 units in that building, and I was right beside the elevator, which, there's more movement. But the building is 40 years old. So there's a lot of people in and out of that building. A lot of energy has been left behind. Anyway, let's see what is coming up here. What's coming up for this energetic shift? And again, this is a general reading. This is for everybody. If it resonates for you, then great. If it does resonate, please, I would love to hear it. So just go below there, give me a like, share, subscribe, comment. Just keeps my channel moving. Plus, if you comment, then I want to validate this reading and how things are feeling. Sorry, I like you to see me shuffling. Past 8 weeks or so, I could barely pull my head off the pillow. It was just so dark inside my head, and not dark thoughts, just unable. I had the inability to function pretty much, and no emotions, no crying, no laughing, no nothing, just nothing. And so just in the past week, I've noticed a big shift in myself. Now I feel like eating. Now I feel like moving and doing cards. So I hope that this resonates for you. I'm just going to put the obsidian just down out of the way here. All right. The success, recognition, and enthusiasm. That's the message for today. Okay. Number 19. 19 is a good number. 19 is all about change. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, it's upside down. That's why. I flipped it over. I don't like to read them upside down. Some people do, some people do not. Events leading up, current situation, future potential. I don't understand why all of a sudden these cards are coming upside down. What do we have here? Okay, ego. Okay, illusion, dependency, materialism. That's events leading up. Events leading up. What did we just go through? We just went through Christmas holidays. For those of you that do celebrate, let me just go to the High Priestess here. Wisdom, patience, intuition. Okay, so after going through the holiday, oh, and here, okay, so if you look here, your ego, you're feeling caged. And what did I just say that I went through? A feeling of that darkness and just being, and not being able to get my head off of the pillow and not being able to feel any emotions, just sort of dead inside. Illusion. I was feeling like I'm living in, well, in a cage, in a bubble. And not that people were looking at me, but I felt like I needed to depend on others just to get me through the day. I'm not sure if this resonates with you, but I'm finding a lot of people around me were feeling that same. And if they didn't address it, then it would manifest as physical pain. I had a lot of physical back pain. I know people that have had some severe migraines. So materialism, yeah, so just living in the tangible world, living in your cage. But you'll notice here that even though you're living in this cage, I want to say that is that a mine? I don't know what kind of bird that is. I think it's a minor bird. Let me have a look here. Sometimes I refer to the book. Sometimes. Ego. Choose freedom. Yes, so your entrapment is an illusion. Yes, you are a child of the divine with free will. Okay. Doesn't say what kind of bird it is. However, that's really the message of this card. So in the past, yeah, 8 to 10 weeks, I guess, when Christmas started to happen, or when all that energy started to come down heavy on us, we felt like we were trapped. And dependent on the angels to kind of get us through all this stuff, and dependent on others to help us get through, even though a lot of us were depressed. It's not a social depression or clinical. It's not societal depression. It's something different. So there's societal depression where you have no money and you're sad all the time because you don't have those things that you need, and you end up comparing yourself to others. And that's how you get yourself feeling trapped. It's like, I don't know how to be a part of society if I'm so down and lonely and nobody sees me. We go to bed at night, you can feel that there's angels around you. Oh, sorry, this is my sign for angels. So I can almost feel their wings flopping behind me. That's what I do. And then as you hop out of that cage, the door being open, you're free to go. You have the free will to leave. If you don't understand that you have that free will to get up and get moving, you're going to be stuck for a little bit longer. High Priestess, intuition, wisdom, patience. And right now we're we are waiting, you know, because we can feel ourselves going back up a little bit, out of the darkness, and waiting for that moment, for that extreme moment of shift, and being patient at the same time. We know it's coming. We know how to do the research. We know how to, you know, find out what planets are lining up with you, or what planets are direct, and, you know, what is January 20th all about. Age of Aquarius, we know all about that. We know how to find out the information. But caution, I'm going to throw caution out here. Once that big change comes, you need to be extremely careful, because you're going to get overworked and overstressed. And that could end up putting you right back here. And then you got to go through all this all over again. So just be extremely cautious. I'm going to read, because there's a symbol in this card here. I'm not sure what this is. I think you're missing something. 10 of, it's the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. And a fire. Where are we? Of course, it's going to be way down there. Okay. I don't like to refer to the book. You're working too hard. Yes, we know. We can help you carry on any burden. So, yeah, kind of what I was, darkness before the dawn. Never say no, all work and no play, stress-related illness. Yes. Okay, so that's kind of exactly what I was saying. So, events leading up, you felt trapped. Now you know you're not trapped. You're moving forward. You're patient. You're waiting for that second penny to drop. And but I want you to be extremely, extremely careful, because you can find yourself, you know, once you, oh gosh, how can I say this? It's like almost like a kid in a candy store where the parents say to the child, no, no, you cannot. No, no sweets, no sweets, no sweets. My kid is going to be sugar free. And then all of a sudden the parents say, hey, you know what? Let's walk into this candy store. And the kid is like, oh my God, what do I do? What can I grab first? No, you're only allowed to take one or two things, three at the most. But the kid is just going crazy, like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. I like this. And then by the time you get to the cash register, the kid is crying because the kid doesn't know what to pick up. The child is no longer focused on what he or she wanted. And then you get that imbalance again, that power struggle between child and parent. The child wants to go into the candy store. The parent is saying, no, well, look what happened. The child is now upset. And you get that imbalance. So focus on, I like the magic number 3. When I go grocery shopping, I always choose 3. So if soup is on sale, I always take 3. I don't take 4. I always take 3. I don't know why, but it's always been that number. Or if it's a really good sale, for instance, I know this is kind of boring. If it's a really good sale, I'll take 2 sets of 3. So I'll take 6, but 3 and 3. That's how my mind works. I always take 3. Having 10 of something is going to get you way out of focus, stressed, and going to put you right back. So to clarify your ego, you've got the Emperor, organization, leadership, structure. Get the world in your hand. Look at, I don't know how well you can see that. He's got the world in his hand. It's a good looking Emperor. And again, it's not, Emperor doesn't necessarily mean a male figure. It could be a female. red tie. This is a red striped tie, but the red tie means power. You'll notice a lot of higher up politicians will wear a red tie, which just means power. You are powerful. So you are feeling trapped, but yet you have the power to lead yourself out of that. You have the power to create that structure that you need. It doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't in this particular instance, it does not mean that you're going to be leading other people. It just means that you need to be leadership, take leadership of yourself. Queen of Fire or Queen of Wands, intelligent, exuberant, determined. Okay, so up here you've got the High Priestess, wisdom, patience, but you're also determined. You're very, very determined to find out what is going on. Like, let's just sit down, let's be patient, but let's do it in a very intelligent way. Let's research, let's really put my life thoughts in order, but not in a flippant way. Oh, you know, I just want to do this. Oh, let's learn how to drive a truck. Let's just do this. Let's do that. And you know, no flippancy. You need to be exuberant. Yes. I just saw, there we go. The orbs are coming up here. I just saw one going up there. But you also need to do it in a very intelligent way, a very calm, very patient way. But again, push forward. If you don't push too hard, because you're going to end up overwhelmed. Be confident, passionate, and adventurous. Okay, so this is what you're looking forward to doing. That confidence, the passion, the adventure. Aquarians love adventure. I mean, if I could jump out of an airplane right now, hopefully I've never jumped, never done it, but I was watching a show yesterday. Well, actually, I just caught the last 30 seconds of a TV show where somebody was gifted the Batmobile for a day. Like, please gift me the Batmobile. I would love that adventure. I would love it so much. Confidence, yeah, and be passionate about what it is you're doing. So if you want to drive the Batmobile, start researching that right now. Start researching. Be very intelligent about it. Don't be aggressive. If you're aggressive, then you're gonna get this. Okay. Be patient. Do your research. And instead of being overwhelmed, you're going to be confident. You're going to be passionate about what it is you're doing. And Aquarian energy, we love our adventures. So we love the adventures. Show me an Aquarian that does not like an adventure, and I'll tell you that they're not a true Aquarian. Yeah, and so this being the energy, success, recognition, and enthusiasm, I believe that says. Yeah, this is a good reading. I like this reading a lot. I could give a couple more clarifying cards here. Yeah, and so protection, you've had that angel as your protector. Prosperity, Four of Fire or Four of Wands, prosperity, contentment, and celebration. Okay, so this is the current situation. So as you are being patient and you're doing your research intelligently, you are seeing that abundance coming in, the abundance that you have been patiently waiting for, the abundance of I'm not talking just money, financial stuff. But whatever it is that you were lacking up here, and that darkness, that dark cage that you had yourself in. I mean, really. Six of Wands or Six of Fire, success, recognition, and self-esteem. So here, this is your work right now. Be patient, because the 20th is 7 days away. And as long as you are patient and doing your research properly, you are going to come out the other end. When this energy, when everything comes to a shift, it's almost like somebody's going to turn a light on. That's what it's going to feel like. That's my thought anyway. And I'm actually getting excited waiting. I've never been excited about a birthday before, but and again, it's not a birthday, cakes, balloons, clowns, blah. No, that's, to me, that's, and I don't want to go out for drinks or celebrate me. I want to celebrate the energy that is surrounding everybody. That's what I want to celebrate. Yeah, that's kind of how I want to celebrate everybody looking like this after the 20th of January. Yes, we did it. We made it through again. Anyway, that's that. Thank you for tuning in. Again, please like, share, subscribe, and I really, really, really would love to hear your comments on this. Thank you. Bye.